A very good morning. It's Mark here. It is 7:40 Eastern. US session will be up and running in about 20 minutes. Let's have a look and see how the markets are sitting going into Friday, May the 16th, last day of the week. US dollar index, my starting point. I've got the weekly up here just to show you that one, two, three. This is the fourth consecutive week at this point of a green candle of the US dollar strengthening since all the way down here when it hit 97.57, but just barely hanging on this week, as you can see. Opened this week at 142, right now sitting at around the 160. Be interesting to see if US dollar can maintain its push higher and get towards this descending trend line. Alternatively, whether sellers will change this and today ends up being a red candlestick. Let's go to the daily and you can see where we stand right now. There's the year-long descending triangle. Buyers trying to break above, haven't been able to at this point. Yesterday down. Today, pretty much where we closed off. I've got support sitting at 142. Like I said, sellers will want to break below that, and that could change the weekly candle. Buyers looking to test and break above this ascending trend line and come and look towards the 101 resistance area. Let me have a look at the S&P. Pre-market trading, another green candle. Demand in overnight activity, and now sitting at slightly higher again, 5,956. Another up day, another green candle, uptrend continuing. Buyers will be looking to test and break this 5,956. Sellers, of course, will look to come below the open, which is around the 5,931 level. Bear in mind, we 1.75 hours away from Wall Street opening, so we'll see how that plays out once Wall Street is open. But for now, continuation of the uptrend, buyers in control going into the equity market opening. Let's have a look at gold. Again, sellers definitely controlling and not giving up this downtrend, which has been strong since resistance up here at 3,436. Buyers tried to fight back yesterday after setting a low support at 3,116. Fought back, interestingly, could not get back to the previous day's high. So we did have yesterday, even though a green candle, a lower high, lower low. Sellers stepped in from the outset today, got resistance at 3,240. Let's see if sellers will continue what they've started today. And if 3,120 support comes into view, alternatively, if we get a turnaround once the US session gets underway and buyers come back up here and look to test or break above the 3,238 level. We got Bitcoin. Before we get to Bitcoin, Brent oil. We're strong uptrend. Then we had 2 days, being Wednesday and Thursday, a sell-off. Support at $63.47. That was yesterday. Today, not much has happened. Sitting within the range, resistance 65.34. And like I said, support at 63.43. So roughly a $2 range sitting in the middle right now. Buyers will be looking to come up and reverse what's happened the last 2 days, continue with the uptrend and test this daily resistance at 65.30. Sellers will want to add to the previous 2 days sell-off and come back down to the support area of 63.43. Let's see how Bitcoin's performing today. And Bitcoin's doing what Bitcoin's been doing for the previous, as you can see, almost 1.5 weeks now since the big move up that we saw on the 8th of May. stuck in this range now pretty much between 104,000 and 103,000. I mean, yes, gone a little bit higher, but that is the range that we're looking. Buyers which cannot seem to maintain or break above that 104,000 level, can't get higher. By the same token, sellers struggling to get below the 103,000 level. I drew in this on the daily symmetrical triangle, tested lower yesterday, today hanging around right in the middle of that range. Buyers looking up at that 104,000. I did put in on the hourly. We'll see if that can be maybe a guideline or give us something to work with. On the hourly, this ascending trend line, it's only got 2 touches so far. Let's see if it does come down now and bounces up off this ascending trend line or below. And like I say, that would be below the 103 to the 102s. Been struggling to get to that level, the sellers, or a bounce up off here, and buyers get to retest this 104,000 level. Keep that discipline going. Let's see how the end of the week trading day plays out, and I will see you at the end of day session. Good trading.